Today we're talking about making conjectures. So this is section 1.1. A conjecture is basically a guess, but with evidence to prove it. So if we're exploring here, it says if the first three colors in a sequence are red, orange, and yellow, what colors might be found in the rest of the sequence? So my conjecture might be, if this is red, orange, and yellow, the next colors might be red, orange, and yellow to follow the pattern. But there's multiple conjectures you could make. You could think it was following the primary colors, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. It could be if the color sequence is red, orange, yellow, the first sequence may be green, blue, indigo, violet. And then here was my conjecture where I thought it was red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow. So a conjecture, again, is a testable expression that's based on evidence. So it might be a guess, but you're basing this guess on something you see, some sort of evidence. So in this example, Georgia is a fabric artist and has been patterning with equilateral triangles. Georgia makes the following conjecture. She thinks figure 10 will have 100 triangles. So if we look at figure 1, it has one triangle. If we look at figure 2, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. If we look at figure 3, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 triangles. So if we were to look at this table, figure 1 had one triangle, figure 2 had 4 triangles, figure 3 had 9 triangles. Whoop. It's supposed to be a 9. Then figure 4, I would guess, would have 16. It looks like every time the numbers are squaring, because 1 times 1 is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. So if we got to figure 10, 10 squared should be 100. So if we filled out this whole table, we would see George's conjecture to be reasonable because of the pattern we've seen. That is inductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning is when you draw a conclusion based on patterns. So you looked at one figure, it worked for that. Figure 2, it was the square of that. Figure 3 was the square for that answer, so you assume it's true for all figures. Inductive reasoning. Example 1 in our textbook, it is on page 7, says, Lila studied the following 5-year chart for total precipitation in Vancouver. What conjecture could Lila make based on the data? Looking at the data, she could say that most of the precipitation happens in the fall and winter years in Vancouver. That could be one conjecture that was made. Also, example 2 is on page number 8. Make a conjecture about the proof of 2 odd integers. So if I open up a page and we look at J's 2 odd integers. So J takes a 3, times it to a 7, and he gets a 21. That's an odd integer. With the product of an odd integer gives you an odd integer. He tries another one. -5 is an odd integer. Multiplies it by another odd integer, and he gets an odd integer. And again, he tries it for the 3rd time. An odd integer multiplied to an odd integer gives you a final odd integer. So his conjecture may be that two odd integers multiplied together give you an odd integer.